Howdy hey my friends, and welcome back. My name is Liz, and today we're here for another Tutorial Tuesday. And this time we'll be going over a general overview of the different skills in Sunhaven. Now, there are 5 different skill trees: exploration, farming, mining, combat, and fishing. We'll be touching on all 5 of these today, but bear in mind the overview and slight breakdowns I'll be going over are not an end-all be-all. There will be generalizations, and I'm not going to be going over every last tiny specific detail. This is just to give a general idea of the skills and how they work. That being said, I do plan on making videos going further in depth with each of the skills and their specific details, which will definitely be a multi-part thing because boy is that going to take a lot of time to go over. But if y'all would be interested in videos like that, and you might find them helpful, let me know in the comments section down below. And while you're down there, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button if you do find this video helpful. That way you can know where to find more content like this. Also, you can give the notification bell a little ring-a-ding. That way you'll be notified when new videos are posted. And if you do find the video helpful, maybe give it a big old thumbs up down below. But enough about that. Now, before we go over each skill, let's go over some things that apply to all 5 skills as a whole. First off is that every skill caps at level 70, so there's a finite amount of skill points to be earned for each tree. Now, each skill has 10 tiers within its skill tree. You start with tier 1 unlocked for each skill. To unlock the next tier, you must first spend 5 skill points in tier 1. After that, it's an additional 5 skill points that must be spent for each new tier. Now, fortunately, these 5 skill points can be spent in any of the previously unlocked tiers, not just in the tier immediately before the one you're trying to unlock. So in other words, every 5 levels, you'll unlock a new tier, so long as you're spending your skill points and not just hoarding them. Okay, so the next thing is, each skill has a specific tool it's associated with. As you obtain higher levels of each tool, or weapon, since combat really uses weapons and not tools, although I guess you could say a weapon is just a tool of combat, tool of destruction. So every time you obtain a higher level of each tool, you must be a certain level with its respective skill to wield or use that higher level tool. And we'll go over what each skills tool is as we go through each of these. So first up is exploration. Now, the tool for this one is going to be the axe. So every time you get a new higher level axe, you'll have to make sure you're the right level in exploration to be able to wield it. The perks for this are a lot of really just any villager related perks, whether it's the bulletin board or romances, that sort of thing. As well as anything to do with forgeable items, trees, fruits, otherwise, or just axes in general. Like there's skill points pertaining to axes specifically, like increases the damage done, or chopping down the tree grants you a certain buff or something to that effect. And then there's also movement and mobility related perks as well, whether it's related to speed or jumping. Now there's a few different things that can earn you exploration XP, like harvesting fruit, mushrooms, or spiderweb silk from trees. Chopping down trees will also, chopping down trees and the stump that it leaves behind will also earn you exploration XP, as well as collecting items and debris from the beach, so like seaweed, seashells, driftwood, and collecting other random forgeable items around the town or around your farm off the ground, like the little crystals you can find sometimes. As well as, weirdly enough, breaking pots in the mines. Yeah, that counts for exploration. I don't know why, but, it's a good way. Earn XP and earn money. The next skill tree that we're going to go over is going to be farming. So the tools for this one are going to be the watering can and your hoe. Now, you also start with a scythe, obviously, but that's not really upgradable. It just kind of is what it is. But, yeah, so your watering can and your hoe, you can definitely upgrade copper, iron, mithril. Adamant, I think, is the one before mithril, and you'll have to be in the appropriate level of farming to be able to wield it. Otherwise, you just have a nice little thing taking up space in your inventory. So now its perks are related to obviously crops, cooking and baking, artisan products like honey, jam, furniture, animals, so like pets as well as farm animals. There's different perks for both of those, and things that can earn you farming XP. Well, farming related things like tilling, watering, harvesting crops, as well as clearing grass and weeds on your farm. Next up is the little purple dude. Purple Dude of Mining, which weirdly enough has a sword instead of a pickaxe next to it on the top here. But the tool for mining, I bet you can guess it, ladies and gents, is the pickaxe. So make sure when you're obtaining a new pickaxe, make sure you're in the right level of mining to use it. Otherwise, you're gonna be out of luck. Now the perks in the mining skill tree are a lot of perks just related to ore, coal, rocks, gems, anything like things that are smithing related, bars, armor, jewelry, you know, and like things that you can make, like the anvil, the furnace, jewel crafter, that sort of thing, as well as gold, not the ore or the metal, because obviously we covered the ore and the metal. I mean gold as in like money earnings, like the gold coins, your currency in this game. And then there's also some perks relating to enemies in the mine specifically. Yes, there are enemies you can encounter elsewhere on the map. The perks in this skill tree will relate to enemies specifically in the mines, not anywhere else, because hello, mining tree. Now, things that can earn you mining XP are, well, mining, you know, breaking rocks, ore nodes, and gems. And now that does apply if you're breaking rocks, ores, or gems on your farm or in the mines. So that is versatile at least. But yeah, other than that, you can mine, and that's it. That's all that will get you mining XP. Now moving on to combat. Combat is our next skill tree we're gonna go through. And as you can probably guess, the tool, or shall I say, weapons that are related to combat are gonna be your swords and your crossbows. Those are the two weapons really in the game, although I think you can technically use your axe as a weapon, but that's besides the point. So like I said before, make sure you're the proper level to wield your weapons. Now the perks in combat that you can obtain are related to melee attacks, crossbow attacks, magical attacks, and then health, armor, and movement in combat. Not just movement in general, but like movement in combat. And the things that earn you combat XP are, well, you guessed it, combat. Go kill some enemies. Go kill some monsters in the mines or out in the wilds of the forests. That'll definitely rack you up the XP in combat. And that's realistically the only way to earn combat specific XP. And last but certainly not least, my boyfriend's favorite actually is fishing. Fishing doesn't really have as many options like say combat mining, farming, and exploration have four rows of skills or perks to obtain. This one only has 3, but it's fishing. I mean, how diverse can you get with fishing? So as you probably assumed, the tool for fishing that you have to make sure you're the right skill level to wield when you get to upgraded versions is going to be the fishing rod. And the perks are pretty simple. It's just anything related to fishing nets and anything involving fishing, whether it's the minigame bar when you're actually fishing, or if it's the sell price of fish, the spawn rate of fish, your cast range, your speed, etc. You know, that sort of stuff. And the things that earn you fishing XP, well, I'm glad you asked. Fishing and collecting from fish nets, actually. Fish nets are a great way to passively get fishing XP, so if you place a fish net down, you just let it do its thing, come back and collect it every time there's fish. That'll help you earn fishing XP without having to actually, you know, cast a line and go fishing. So all that being said, there is one additional way that you can earn XP for any and all of these skill trees, and that's going to be going through questing, whether you pick it up through the bulletin board or pick it up from one of the villagers themselves. Oftentimes, one of the rewards is a specific XP in one of the many skill trees, one of the 5 skill trees, as well as sometimes you have the option to pick an additional reward of skill XP, and you can pick which skill. It's usually a choice between 4. So yeah, that is one additional way I didn't mention that you can earn XP for your skills. I would go over questing more here, but I feel like that deserves kind of its own little video. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. Well, I think that is going to wrap up our skills overview. Now remember, this is just a general overview, not an all-encompassing knowledge sort of thing. But I do plan on going in depth with each of the skills in future videos. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button or just go tickle, because you know it's lonely. It just wants a little love, little attention. And while you're over there, maybe, I don't know, give the notification bell a little ring-a-ding. That way you'll be notified when new videos are posted. Also feel free to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or if you even found it helpful. Or if you didn't, or you have a different topic you want me to cover, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it helpful. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!